Pujya Swami Gautamananda ji, respected Union Health Minister Shri Jagat Prakash Nadda ji, Pujya Swami Vimurtananda ji, Dr. Soumya Swaminathan ji, Dr. B. Chandrasekharan ji, Dr. K. Sukumar ji, Dr. B. Madan ji, and respected friends. It's a great occasion. After Sindhu and Sakshi bringing laurels to India, this is the best event happening in India for the awareness and for creating awakening about ending discrimination against your own human fellows, against your own citizens. I congratulate Ramakrishna Mission, Ramakrishna Math, Swamiji, for organizing this, and where else could it have been except Chennai, the center where Swami Vivekananda came in the ice house and gave a great appeal to the people. Hey, you boast of the great dharma and great philosophy and the great doctrines of humanity, but you treat your own people like dirt. Arise, awake, India. That was a great words of Swami Vivekananda said in Chennai itself. Swamiji, this event I compare like the anti-slavery march of Martin Luther King, like the Gettysburg speech of Abraham Lincoln, who said that if inequality is not a sin, then nothing is sin. If this inequality and discrimination against those persons affected with leprosy is not a sin, then nothing is sin. Friends, this is realizing the dreams and the vision of Bhagwan Ramakrishna Paramhans, compassion personified Ma Sharda, Swami Vivekananda, and Dr. Hedgewar. If the vision of Ramakrishna Paramhans created this occasion, Atmano Mokshartha Jagat Hitaya, Jiver Sheva, Shiver Sheva. Serving humanity is serving Lord Shiva. Then Dr. Hedgewar's vision created Saksham. I congratulate Saksham organization, which has joined hands with Ramakrishna Mission to realize the dream of those great people. It is really something which is unbelievable, and I will be congratulating Justice K. Chandru of Madras High Court. He has done a wonderful job. Wonderful job. He must be felicitated in the national capital by my friend Jagat Prakash Nadda ji, because he has brought out the points that need immediate attention by the government. Immediate attention by the government. Sir, if you don't serve those people who are marginalized, underprivileged, and who are voiceless, then you don't serve anyone. The real people are those who should have been attended to years ago. The British laws enacted in 1898, should they still be guiding the Indian lawmakers? Should they still be guiding the Indian Parliament? And should the leprosy be still considered as a curse? Fie on those who think in these terms. As Thiruvalluvar has said that Kandottam enum kadiperung kadikai unmayan undiva valakka. The word exists only because of that greatest ornament of people, the greatest demeanor. Equality should be the new mantra. It is really unbelievable that a person who is affected by leprosy becomes enough reason to annul the marriage for taking divorce. Sir, in 2010, the United Nations General Assembly unanimously adopted a resolution on the elimination or discrimination against persons affected by leprosy. It was accepted by Government of India. And it requested Law Commission to undertake the task of identifying laws which can either be repealed or which need amendments. The Law Commission has done a good job and, headed by Justice A.P. Shah, presented a report to the Government of India in 2015, and then they have prepared a draft bill captioned "Eliminating Discrimination Against Persons Affected by Leprosy," and that draft bill has been submitted to Government of India in April 2015, and this bill is under consideration by government. I appeal and I promise, sir, we will be holding a conference to push this bill, to have this bill expedited in the Parliament. It should not wait another 10 years like GST. It should be, my humble request to respected Minister sir would be, kindly see that this bill should be brought to be passed in the Parliament in the winter session itself. That should be the purpose, that should be the mission of our government. And such barbaric things, inhuman things, we are a very great civilization, but we are very insensitive to the persons with special need. We are very insensitive people to the children with special need. And that's what I was telling to Dr. Soumya. Now, you can have a divorce if one of the spouses is found affected with leprosy. This is bad. This should not happen. This should have been repealed years ago. Because now a person affected with leprosy is curable to 65% and 70%, and the other spouse has no danger of getting leprosy from him or her. So this should be repealed. Beggary law. You go in the market, in the bazaar, and the police will get hold of any person affected with leprosy, and for unlimited period, indefinite period, that person is sent in the asylum. This is inhuman. This must go at all. And then Persons with Disabilities, Equal Opportunities, Protection of Rights and Full Participation Act 1995 and Rights of Persons with Disabilities Bill 2014. Now, this has to be amended. The term leprosy cured has been defined under Section 2 in bracket N of the Act and Section 9 of the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Bill 2014 to mean any person who has been cured of leprosy but is suffering from loss of sensation, manifest deformity and extreme physical deformity. Sir, the term leprosy cured should either be removed or broadened to cover all categories of persons affected by leprosy. Another one is, if a person is found affected with leprosy, he cannot contest elections. Can you believe this? Please say, can you believe this? This is happening in 2016 in an awakened India. Many states in India are having legislations concerning the municipalities and panchayats. There are eligibility provisions for holding office in an elected municipal council as well as in panchayats. Some of these legislations are Tamil Nadu District Municipalities Act, Odisha Municipalities Act, Andhra Pradesh Municipalities Act, Odisha Gram Panchayats Act, Andhra Pradesh Panchayati Raj Act, Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh Panchayati Raj Act and Rajasthan Panchayati Act. Now, the provisions on eligibility in the various state municipality and Panchayati Raj legislations listed above state that persons affected by leprosy are liable to be disqualified from holding a civic post on the ground of their infection of leprosy. This must go. This must go. This is against the human consciousness. And we cannot we cannot tolerate this kind of a law, and I'm sure and respected Nadaji will make sure that every single political party and every single parliamentarian comes in the forefront to support the elimination of these discriminations without any delay. Sir, under your leadership, India will pass a universally appreciated amendments to these laws, and I am sure that you will provide the leadership needed at this hour. Another one amendment that is needed is in the land rights. You cannot hold lands. You cannot get it transferred in your name. The long-standing practice of moving persons affected by leprosy and their family members from mainstream society into clusters in hospitals needs to be curbed. You ghettoize them. You make their separate colonies at the end of the city, at the end of the village, like Dalits. I was in Uttarakhand and those pelted stones on me because I was taking those scheduled caste people, my own Hindu brothers, in the temple. Worse than that, the colonies for so-called persons affected with leprosy. Leprosy is not a curse, but their segregation is curse, and that curse must go. Other is right to employment. The economic empowerment of persons affected by leprosy and their family members is a crucial need. Think of the children. Think of the family. This must be actively supported and facilitated by the state. However, many employers misuse the existing employment legislations to terminate the employment of persons once they are diagnosed with leprosy. They have not done any sin. And this kind of a alibi, giving an opportunity to the employer to have the retrenchment, must go. And this is a discrimination against human society. Another one is educational and training opportunities. Persons affected by leprosy and in some instances their family members are denied admission to educational and training institutions on account of leprosy. This is inhuman. The government should enact a legislation which will endeavor to ensure the admission of persons affected by leprosy and their family members in schools, colleges and training institutions for their benefit. The last but one point is appropriate use of language. In Hindi, we don't use the word andha, blind. We use the word pragya chakshu. In English also, we have started using the word like visually challenged. We don't use the word like mental asylum. We use a center for special children or a center for especially abled people. So therefore, the government should enact a legislation which will endeavor to replace the term leper and other such synonymous terms in national, regional or local languages in all government and private documents to persons affected by leprosy or a similar term to that effect in the relevant national, regional or local language. This is a very, very necessary thing. You cannot call a person with contempt or look down at them. I must thank, appreciate and salute the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who has given a new word, Divyang, for the specially able children. Everyone has started using it. Give a word to the persons affected with leprosy also and include them among Divyang. Call them Divyang and it will be a better thing, or call them Vishesh Saksham, especially able, and our Saksham friends will start already included. So I appreciate that it has been included by our Saksham people. It must be adopted by government also, and there should be a legislation so that the people do not misuse the term leper. And then is right to freedom of movement. Amazing, unbelievable. You cannot have this, sir. A person who is affected with leprosy. You don't allow him to travel in the railway. You don't allow him to travel in a public transport system, in a bus, in a taxi, in a train, in a plane. Why? Why? That is the question. These 7 million persons who are Indians, who are our blood brothers, who are our fellow citizens, they are asking, what crime have they done? Therefore, sir, the legislation should be brought in that must ensure non-discrimination of persons affected by leprosy in public transports such as railways. And we must take it up with Suresh Prabhuji immediately, so that at least he can announce it. Now on, we will not discriminate with persons who are affected with leprosy. Then, travel concessions during treatment. This must be given. They come from Chennai to Delhi. They come from Delhi to Chennai. From one city to another, they come from Shillong to Delhi. And you have given concession to 100 category of persons. Please, for God's sake, give concessions to those persons who are affected with leprosy, with one companion who will be taking the person affected to another city. The railway concession and the travel concession should be given to them. And there are many other things like welfare measures. The government should enact a legislation for imposing specific duties upon public and private establishments to execute such measures in order to foster an environment for financial and social growth of all persons affected by leprosy and members of their family. This must also include the establishment of central and state commissions in order to ensure that such measures are enforced strictly and both private and public establishments are accountable in case of non-enforcement. The last one is, sir, creating social awareness. Please have a special advertisement campaign to make people aware that there should be a legislation which will stipulate measures for creating awareness regarding the disease, its treatment and its curability through campaigns and programs in schools, hospitals, government institutions and private establishments. Sir, the Eliminating Discrimination Against Persons Affected by Leprosy Bill 2015 is under your consideration. It is requested, sir, that the said legislation should be immediately adopted by Parliament and must be made into a law. That is how we will be able to create an Indian society where the head is held high, in the words of Kavi Guru Ravindranath Tagore, and we will be realizing the dreams and the vision of Tiruvalluvar and Ramakrishna Paramhans and Dr. Hedgewar also. Kindly repeat after me. I will say one line and then you say one line. I heartily accept the leprosy afflicted persons. I heartily accept the leprosy afflicted persons as my fellow citizens who have all the rights that I enjoy in society. I proclaim that leprosy is not a curse. It is a disease and curable. If I see symptoms of leprosy in a person, such as pale colored skin patch, with loss of sensation, I will help him, her. I will help him, her to overcome fear and guide him, her to get medical support. I will never hurt the feelings of the leprosy afflicted persons by my thoughts, words, or deeds. I will not tolerate any sort of discrimination against leprosy afflicted persons. I will strive for the economic and social upliftment of the leprosy afflicted persons. I will fight against all mockery and false propaganda on TV, films, internet about leprosy. I will protect the rights of the leprosy afflicted persons and join the fight against social and legal injustice and discrimination. Friends, Swami Vivekananda had said, I should see God in the poor and disadvantaged. See God, see Shiva in persons afflicted with leprosy. Namaskar.